This is The Workshop, and welcome to Turbo Comedy, where 8 comedians from the workshop compete to see who can write the best short set in a short time. We then vote to send our favorite comedian to the final round. Comedians will have to work quickly to put together comedy bits, as each comedian only has 1 hour to write about a randomly assigned topic. They then have to perform their 3-minute set for the group. Once everyone's performed, we'll all vote online for our favorite comic. At the end of the tournament, we'll crown a winner, and whoever has the most votes will win a whopping $20. Get ready, it's time for Turbo Comedy.
Hi!
Hey!
Welcome to Turbo Comedy. Oh man, we are at. This is I hear the finals. So I feel like we need to have like music that plays during it, but that's fine. We'll be okay. We don't have that kind of budget. We only have $20 to work with. I'm your host today, Kevin Eggleston. I'm filling in for the recently employed Scott Porteous. So yeah, good on him getting a job. That's really what every comedian can hope for. Is a day job. So if you have never watched an episode of Turbo Comedy and you didn't pay attention to the video, the way it works is each comedian has been given an hour to write. This is different than our normal workshop because this time it was intentional that they only wrote in an hour instead of just their own procrastination. We have 4, maybe 5, maybe more. Who knows? We just let everyone into this show. But maybe 4 comics that are going to be slinging their best 1-hour material. So we're going to bring them on up. They're going to have 3 minutes for their set. If they run over that time, I mute them, and then we all silently judge them. So your first comedian up is Tara Christian Wiedner. We're going to bring her up. She's going to tell us her topic, and then when she's ready, her time is going to start.
All right. My topic was paradox. I'm ready to start. Let's go. All right. I'm not going to lie. Paradox is one of those words that I never use. And it's because I don't really know what it means. Yeah, I'm 40 with 2 college degrees, and I had to Google the word paradox. So this tells you what we're working with here. All right. But I learned something because of this. And now because of that, we all get to hate me for the next couple minutes. All right. Let's get into regret. Okay, so paradox is a seemingly absurd or self-contradictory statement or proposition that when investigated or explained may prove to be well-founded or true. That's the actual fucking definition, folks. I didn't write that. I took it straight off of Google. And here's why, because I need this as a constant reminder here, all right? So by definition, every compliment that I have ever received growing up was a paradox. Let me examples you, okay? You're such a gracious loser. When I didn't place in the spelling bee, the talent show, or the beauty pageant. Yep, I was a real fucking winner when it came to losing. Okay? Yeah, check the facts, all right? I lost everything, but was seriously the best at it. Right? Gracious, even. I'll look that word up later. Don't worry. She's such a beautiful girl. If only she'd lose the weight, fix those teeth, or do something with that hair. Because, you know, real eye is in the beauty of the beholder, and they beholden all of my childhood flaws. All right. Now, here we are after weight loss, braces, and something with this hair. Yeah. I'm still fucking beautiful, and they're, well, dead, okay? This was like 30 plus years ago, and they were ancient when they were saying that shit. So, I mean, good riddance. You know, they were right about that first part, though. I'm going to keep that one. Yeah, some other good ones are, I bet deep down you're really shallow, which, like, that's not a compliment. Or you have to spend money to make money, which I hear a lot from guys that want me to buy their merch and swear they'll hit me back with a mention. Like, yeah. Or you're pretty funny for a girl, I guess. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The guys are barely laughing at that because they're like, oh shit, who have I said that to? And you know what? I could go on and on about all these compliments that I get, but I shouldn't, because paradoxically, I'm the most modest person I know. And that's my time, guys.
All right. Nicely done. All right. So, another round of applause here for Tara. Give it up for her. All right. We are going to bring up our next comedian. Please welcome Eric Vernston.
Yeah, Eric.
A deal with the devil. Isn't that just buying a house? Only Satan would conjure up a process that involves 400 steps and 12 hours of paperwork. People imagine hell as this fiery layer of brimstone and lava and beasts. Maybe it's being stuck in traffic due to an accident, followed by showing up late to the closing. You get there, and everyone groans. Ugh. The first thing your lawyer says is, "You're late." As if you sweating and apologizing the first 5 minutes for being late was not penance enough. This is then followed by 12 straight hours of signing your name to documents you did not read, but your lawyer assures you is fine. Any deal with the devil involves demons, hence the lawyers and real estate agents. Any groups less trustworthy than lawyers and real estate agents outside of the press? You never know if they did a good job. They just say, we got you a deal. They're like the Vegas nightclub managers of the real world. $1,500 for bottle service? That's a steal. 30% over asking price for a house in 2021? Borderline theft. Everyone likes to rag on the devil. What if the devil is a nice guy? God is the one commanding everyone to do 10 things. If you don't do these 10 things exactly as I wrote them 3,000 years ago on a tablet, not paper, mind you, a tablet, if you don't do those 10 things I told you to do, you're going to hell. Maybe you get to hell and it's like a Hilton Inn Express. The devil's at the front desk. He's like, hey, we appreciate you choosing hell. You could have followed those commandments, but you chose us. Each room has a complimentary jacuzzi and bath towels for him and her. Although every night ends with you getting murdered, we accept and take your feedback seriously. If you are being sick of stabbed to death, we have other options. Just check in the front desk in the morning and let us know. Obviously, I want to end up in heaven, but I do value flexibility. Thank you.
Woo!
All right. Awesome. Nicely done. Deal with the devil. I love that you didn't mention as a lawyer. Felt too on the nose. All right. So nicely done. We are going to bring up your next comedian, which I should have actually looked at the names, but I didn't. So we'll be stalling as a person buying a house right now. I like that you just make an offer above what they tell you, and then they never tell you if that was right or wrong. You're just in debt for the rest of your life. It's pretty dope. All right. So your next comedian that we're going to be bringing up is not having a good internet connection, so she will not be in. So we're going to bring up everyone's favorite Dan. Please welcome Dan Brennan.
Yeah. Okay. Start the clock. I don't know if I'm everyone's favorite Dan, but I'll take it. I'll take it on a Monday. Listen, my word or term for the week is language barriers. In a world of Google Translate with publishers that produce French to English, English to French dictionaries, and ditto for other language, in a society with phrase books, we still suffer badly from language barriers. And just as an aside, this is a true story. I was in Spain once and I had a phrase book, and one of the phrases in the book translated from English into Spanish was, "Excuse me, can you point me towards the methadone clinic?" I'm not making it up. I felt compelled to write to the publisher, "Adicto a la heroína, no te tome a vacaciones," which translates as "heroin addicts don't take vacation." Hard enough to be a heroin addict in one language, never mind two. You know, the biggest language barriers I find always seem to exist between men and women. But I'll give you an example. Sometimes you can speak the same language and still suffer a language barrier incident. The other night, I was at the bank machine in the evening, and I noticed an urban skunk in the grass by the sidewalk. And out of the corner of my eye, I saw a woman jogging with her headphones on. And I was afraid she was going to get sprayed by the skunk. So I was trying to get her attention, yelling, "Skunk in the grass, skunk in the grass." But of course, the night sky settling in, all she saw was a guy waving his bank card around, yelling, "Fuck in the ass, fuck in the ass." Brutal. Yeah, and like men and women never seem to understand each other. A woman could ask her man, what are you doing this afternoon? And he could say, it's been a tough week. I think I'm going to kick back and watch the Liverpool match and relax. I think I deserve it. But of course, what she hears is, this would be the perfect moment to plan the next 6 months of our lives. And I do have another, like the reverse, where the man's the punchline, but I don't have time for that. So I just want to tell you this last little bit that I wrote about this fantastic. Actually, fuck it. I'm going. No one's been cut off yet. I'm going till I'm getting cut off. So, the other problem with language barriers is that words keep changing their meaning. In the 1900s, the word gay meant happy. And in the 1990s, it meant homosexual. And now in England, if something's gay, it means that you don't like it. You think it's garbage. And over here in North America, if you're gay for it, it means you love it. I'm 46 and I don't know if I'm gay. Maybe I won't go to the light. So we got time for the other one. So like a woman will say to her man, what do you think of my new $250 hairdo? And the man hears, I just bought 65 haircuts at once. What do you think? Of course, if he's really, really smart, he'll break through the language barrier and not answer accordingly. Surely that's the light by now, Kevin. Are you not tape?
Yeah, that's time.
That's time. Okay. Well, I thought you were actually going to cut my mic. I wanted my mic cut.
There's still time for me to boot you out of here. All right. Nicely done. So, gosh, this is the fastest turbo comedy in history. I don't know how to feel. I feel like we've grown so close over this time. We've become friends. Sorry.
All of us?
Yeah. I'd invite 60% of you to my birthday. So, all right, we'll bring up your final comedian for this round of Turbo Comedy. Please welcome Eric Escobar.
Hello, what's up, everyone? My suggestion, my thing was creepy places. Creepy places, how great. I used to live in a creepy place. I used to live in a cabin in the woods, all right? And fun fact, really hard to bring girls home when you live in a cabin in the woods, all right? They're always like, this is really scary, and get me out of your trunk. You know what I'm talking about? Very difficult. I was actually trying to think, what is the creepiest place for a woman? And I'm pretty sure it's Tinder. I'm pretty sure Tinder is the creepiest place for women to go. I think for me, the creepiest place that I've ever heard of was a place called McCamey Manor. Do you guys know what McCamey Manor is?
Uh-huh.
It's frightening. There's a year-long waiting list. It's in Tennessee, right, Tara? I think it's in Tennessee.
It was in San Diego.
Oh my God, that's close to me. But let's stop running the time. I feel like it's a crazy place because it's a haunted house where they torture you, they force feed you, they beat you up, they make you watch reruns of Sex and the City. It is really a very scary place. The scariest place or the creepiest place I've been to was when I first moved to LA. My friend invited me to a party. I got to the party, and when I got there, I found out it was an autoerotic asphyxiation orgy. An autoerotic asphyxiation orgy. I was freaking out. Every time someone would talk to me, I would get all choked up. You know what I'm talking about? All choked up. I was going to leave. I hung around. Here's the jokes. By the way, thanks to Scott for that invite to that party. We appreciate it. Thank you. I feel like a creepy experience that I had that was really wild is anyone here take acid? Do we have any like psychedelic people in here? Hell yeah, Tara, you're my homie. I got you. I tried acid over the pandemic, and it was a very, very creepy experience because I thought I was in the house alone. But like 20 minutes into my trip, I'm tripping super, super hard. My little brother actually walks in the room and starts like making noises. All right. Tripping out, thought I was alone. My little brother's going there. He starts making noises. He knows I'm freaking out. He starts throwing stuff. I'm freaking out even more. It was the creepiest thing to ever happen to me as an only child. All right, guys. Talk about, I'm going to end on this one, and I know it's going to be the worst thing I've said this whole time. I once experienced something so creepy. It wasn't just creepy, but I pooed my pants. All right, fuck this. I'm trying my best. I thought that might be it. But I love y'all very much. I appreciate it. Y'all are amazing.
Woo!
All right.
Nice.
So,
That's great.
I always love when we end with a confession of pooping pants. All right. Hey, y'all want to go again and do another 3 minutes on random topics? We've got time.
What was Aaliyah's topic?
Yeah.
Aaliyah's topic, man. Yeah, we missed some good ones. You would have had. Let's see. We can just play the game of what could have been. We would have had exceptional people.
Well, we're here.
We are. We would have had ambiguously gay duo. So we would have had at least one person get canceled. And community theater, which I feel like is just ambiguously gay duo over again.
As an activity, yeah.
All right. So, folks, this brings us to the voting portion of tonight. I will go ahead and in the chat here, drop the link, or in our group chat, I'll go ahead and drop our link. But really quickly, where can we find you? Where can we see you? We'll go in the order that we appeared. So, Tara, where can we find you? Where can we see you? What you got coming up?
You can find me on Instagram at Terra Christian Comedy. You can also like and follow my company, which is Loaded Relaxation Comedy. So like and follow that on Facebook. You can see me every Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific, hosting Russian Roulette, which is the riff ruled by rotation, patent pending by Loaded Relaxation Comedy. And then whichever sorry souls end up booking me, you can find me in their places.
All right. Eric, where can we find you? Where can we see you?
I will be on Rocco's Tavern's open mic tonight at 9 Pacific time. I am going against Sarah Fatimi, who is very funny. If you follow Heckle Mike on Instagram, there is the Zoom number down there. Other than that, I guess I'm just sad I'm not going to see all my friends anymore. But I have a podcast, and I would love to have all of you on to talk about your comedic experiences, and we can talk about how bad your internet connection must be, a.k.a. Aaliyah.
All right. And Dan, where I can point eventually. There we go. Curl it back. Dan, where can we find you? Where can we see you? Thank you, Eric.
But it looks things you can see me in the year 2028. We're still in lockdown here in the Great Ontario. I'm slowly but surely making progress on my own podcast, where I put comedians in outrageous situations while they're performing and ask them how they would react. And I too would love to reach out to each and every one of you and have you on that show. Tonight the vote is going to be very, very difficult because I wasn't listening to your sets, if I'm honest. But no, you can also catch me on Instagram at Comedy Things Dan Brennan. And now that I've burned all those bridges, over to someone else.
All right. And last but not least, Eric, where can we find you? Where can we see it?
All my stuff is on my Instagram as well, at Eric Escobar. That is Eric with a K. Thank you for supporting Turbo Comedy. I'm currently in Little Rock in June. I'm actually going to be in Arizona, the Northwest, and Minneapolis. And also, not really a plug, but I want to say I get a tattoo every state I perform in. And I didn't know my category was going to be creepy shit for today, but I got a creepy tattoo. I got a Frankenstein.
Oh my goodness.
So it was
Very dope.
Creepy tattoo, creepy topic. I love you all. I'll miss you all. We'll never talk again. I'm really sad.
Which state does Frankenstein represent?
Little Rock.
Little Rock. Okay.
Oh, I would have thought Pennsylvania.
It's been a while since I've read the book. I don't remember Frankenstein in Arkansas. But anyways, to each their own.
He wasn't a brain dead monster. He just went through Arkansas public schools. All right. And I've been Kevin Eggleston. This is the end of season 2 of Turbo Comedy. follow the Comedy Workshop for more of these fun shows. Have a good night.
Thank you, friend. Love y'all very
Thank
much.
you, guys.
Wait.